Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is me, Top Dashin' Tommy, and well, basically, I did go out and dash today. I had a few errands I had to run, a few things I had to take care of. So I did I didn't do a whole bunch of dashing today, cause yesterday I did. Think I did just about $300, maybe $301. It was a long day. I didn't get back to my place till late. I mean, also I stopped at my parents' place to say hi to them, so that I was over there for like an hour or so. So that attributed to me getting back late. But I probably did about 8-9 hours of dashing yesterday, and then Friday I just did the same thing but longer. I spread myself out over 3 markets and did a little over 10 hours of dashing on Friday and made a little over $200. Got home late that night. That wasn't because I stopped at my parents' my last delivery. I delivered it at like 9:30 at night, about 20, maybe 25 miles away from my house. I was working my way back home from Santa Rosa, and the last stop on my way from Santa Rosa is Ukiah, which, like, downtown Ukiah is about 30 miles from where I live. So my last delivery was maybe about 5 miles north of downtown Ukiah, which was on my way home, so it was perfect. I even had to wait a while for the order, and in any other circumstance, because it was only like a $5-6 order, and the Taco Bell was really slammed. In any other circumstance, I would have probably unassigned and moved on, but I'm like, I've already been here for this long, and it's going on my way home. I gotta go that way to go home, so I took the order. Yeah, basically, I mean, I did a little bit of dashing on Saturday, but yeah, between Sunday and Friday, and the fact that I have moved into my new place and I am back on my routine of working out 2-3 times a day. I just got done with, I've done 2 workouts today. I'm going to shoot this video and take care of a few things and get ready I'm going to take care of a few things and get myself ready to get up in the morning and have another 10-hour day and be dashing tomorrow. But I'm going to get one more workout in after this video also, have dinner, all that good stuff. So I'm kind of beat, kind of tired. That's why I didn't do too much today. But that makes it so I can give you guys a recap, excuse me, of each and every one of my deliveries and how it went, instead of just trying to pick out certain points in the day where I have stories that I can talk about or film while I'm driving. No, I did enough deliveries today that I can recap all of them and the stories that went along with them. So let's dive into it. Yeah, it's my YouTube editing skills. I'm sorry. I'm gonna learn. Someone out there help me. I know there's a channel out there called More Finance. He always does a poll about would you pay money for a course to teach you how to be successful at YouTube as a delivery driver? I always answer yes on those polls because I don't know what in the blue hell I'm doing. But anyways, let's jump into let's go ahead and jump into how my day went today. Logged in, see, now I gotta remember. Oh yeah, first delivery was McDonald's. And I thought it was going to be the McDonald's that I was right across the street from, but it was actually the McDonald's about 2 miles away from where I was. Picked the order up, see if I can remember anything about this one. No, it was actually pretty simple. I believe it was an apartment complex. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to shout out to Ukiah. You guys have the easiest City of Ukiah, you guys have the easiest apartment complexes to locate. Not only just the easiest to locate, the easiest to navigate in. Just, if every other city could have apartment complexes in the same layout like Ukiah, that would be great. Because, yeah, In fact, I do remember exactly where I went for that first one. This one's one of the strangest apartment complexes in Ukiah's. I've delivered there once before, and so you'll have two doors. You'll have a door here and a door here, and then a single stoop, or kind of like a large single stoop. And then on those doors, you'll have four different apartment numbers. It'll say apartment 1, 2, 3, 4 spread out on those two doors. Or in this case, that's what it was today. But the last time I delivered there, I had an apartment like 7. There was like 3 numbers on the two doors. It was like 5 on one door and 6 and 7 on another. So on these apartment complexes, I just place it on the middle stoop and stand back so I can get a picture of all of the numbers, and I haven't had an issue yet. I've delivered to that complex twice. I've never had an issue. And anyways, it's really small anyways, so you can get yourself up and go to your neighbor's apartment and grab your food. It's, it's not like a Bay Area, not like when I was in the Bay Area and some of those complexes that, you got to walk maybe half a mile or so to the other side of the complex to go get your food where, if it was dropped off incorrectly. So took care of that one. I actually went right back to the, so this order was $7.75, so a good start. This one, the second order I got, that's the clown nose. It was a I think it might have only been $3.25. It wasn't the greatest offer, even for the it wasn't even a $3.75. I don't think it was a $3.25, but it had me go right back to the McDonald's where I was, a minute or two away, and the drop off was a minute or two away. And also, I logged in at about 8:30. And I'd set myself dash till 9:30 because at 10 o'clock I had a doctor's appointment. So I just, nothing wrong, just checkup, all just regular stuff. So, I had a doctor's appointment at 10. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be picky and choosy. I just want to knock out as many deliveries as I can in this hour, because once 9:30 hits, I want to, you got to be at your doctor's 10-15 minutes early, and my appointment's at 10, so it's like dash till 9:30, and, so I took $3 offer. This one was a little strange because she had in the, it was not, I don't know if it was like a apartment complex or maybe it was like a 5-plex or something like that, like what a duplex is, but, I don't think a 5-plex exists. I think if you have 5 units in like one building, I guess that is an apartment. I don't know. Comment down below if there is such a thing as a 5-plex, because this place looked like a house, but in the front it had like 1, 2, and then on the side it had like 3, 4, and her instructions to me were number 4, hand to me. First off, said hand to me. Number 4, the right side with the mailbox is, please look for it. Number 4, please look for it with the red drapes in the windows. And I'm like, maybe they just have, I don't know, maybe they've had bad experiences before or something like that. Maybe they're hard to find. Wasn't hard to find. I mean, it was literally, I didn't even see any mailboxes. I just pulled up to where the address was. The main address for the house was right there on the front, and I seen like 1 and 2 on the front there. So I'm like, well, I'll just go around to the side. There looks like there's more units over here. And sure enough, there was 4. There was red curtains in the window. So, they had a screen, which is, I always hate when people have their when they have a hand to me and then they have their screen there, because that you have to open the screen to knock on the door. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like if I had a gun in my hand and I didn't know who was at my door and they started to open up the screen, I feel like I would put a few rounds through my front door. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, as I go to grab someone's screen to open it, and I'm not, I don't live it there. I'm an outsider. I feel like I might shoot somebody for this, Comment down below if you, feel the same way about screens like that. Or maybe not shoot. That might be a little extreme, but at least, it's uncomfortable. I don't like opening any door. Same with gates. Same with people that got gates, and you go through, not so much a low gate, like a Leave It to Beaver picket fence type sort of deal, but like, the gates where you can't see into the yard and you got to open the gate like a front door and then go into the yard. And it's like, man, if I'm not going to physically react to somebody doing that, I might poke my head out and be like, hey, what the F are you doing, in my yard? But at the same time, if I'm expecting food to be delivered, I don't know. But I don't order delivery, so I don't have the mindset of someone that orders delivery and expects people coming to their house. I'm the person that's under the mindset to where if there's a knock at my door, that's why I have that within reaching distance of my bed. So I'm just a paranoid guy, that's all. I'm not a tough guy or anything. I'm just a scared little boy that's paranoid, that's all, essentially. Scared little boy away from home. So, I go to give that, the screen's locked, so that's the first thing, the screen's locked, so I can't open it anyways. So I knock on it. I'm not trying to bang like I'm the police, but I'm trying to, enough to get their attention. Nothing. I don't even hear any movement in there, in the house. And it's just little small, it's a small, there's like a window right there, it seems like a small thing. And so I call the customer, goes to voicemail. All right. So I'm gonna knock one more time, and then I'm leaving it at the door and starting the timer. Then I'm gonna go sit in my car and see, in 5 minutes, if it's still there, I'll take a picture and get the F out of there. But so I knock again, you even said, you said hand to me and have all these instructions, in there. So knock again, and that's when I get the bing on my phone. This is DoorDash connecting you to the customer about updates on your order. And she's, texts me then, just leave it at my front door. So I just went ahead, no big deal. I just texted back, okay, thank you, have a good day, Just weird, wasn't hard to find your place, and you had hand to me, and I don't know. Update your instructions, people. So after that delivery, I got a Denny's, which was my best delivery of this Dash. It was, I almost don't know why it wasn't taken too, because it was an $11 offer, and I was right near the Denny's. In fact, I seen the old guy. He walks up and down the streets in Ukiah. I don't know if he's got something going on in the head or if he's just a jovial old man, but he walks up and down the streets and just waves as the cars going by as he walks up and down the streets and waves, I think it's the highlight of his day to wave at the cars. So last week I seen him once, and then I seen him a second time, and I'm like, oh, dude, this dude's just walking up and down the streets waving at cars, so the third time I drove by him, hey, waved right back at him. So I seen him today as I was pulling into the Denny's, and sure enough, he's on the corner waiting to cross the street, waving at the car. I'm going through the intersection, hey! So shout out to the old guy in Ukiah who may or may not have something going on, man. Keep waving at those cars. Live your best life. So this Denny's order is real quick. Went in there. Maybe Dashers don't like dealing with the Denny's in Ukiah. I don't know, because I didn't mind. I walked in and walked up to the counter, and the lady goes, hi, how may I help you? I'm here to pick up a DoorDash for so-and-so. She goes, okay, go ahead and come over here. I had to, sign a little slip, and then she grabbed, it was a big thing of food and 3 orange juices. So she's like, here, I'll bring it over to the door, to near the door for you, so you don't, and walk through the area and booths and everything with people in them. And she hands me the food. She goes, you want me to get the door? I go, oh, no, I got, because I had it. I'm not trying to, I got it. I got the door. And, tried to put the big thing of food in my pizza bag, but it wasn't lengthwise enough. So I'm like, all right, I'll just set it there, because it wasn't fitting in my hot bag. And I had to put the orange juices in my hot bag anyways, because they were in a drink carrier. So what I do is I put drink carrier in my hot bag at the bottom of it, and the plastic space blanket that comes in there, you put that at the bottom and then set the drink carrier on that. Make sure it's all the way, once it's set in their seat, pull up on it. Just not don't lift it up, but just pull up on it a little bit enough to make sure the slack's out of it. Zip that bad boy up, buckle it in. I got a 2014 Ford Focus. That's what I do. I set the drink carrier in the hot bag like that in the back seat and buckle it in. I have yet to have a spilled drink using that method. I've spilled drinks before, but I've never had a spilled drink using that method. Maybe I have, maybe I'm BSing, I don't know. But I don't spill a lot of drinks. So it was the hotel, it was going to a hotel also, about 2 miles up the road. And I knew exactly which hotel it was going to because it has a big wide parking lot, and it's the first exit when you enter the dashing area for this town. So I get off there. It's the first exit. I can get off right where the town starts, get out my car, have a cigarette, log into the app, get back in my car, and then I can drive. If it's early in the morning, I'm trying to get to Santa Rosa, then hey, at least I start in that front part of the town, and then the northern part, and then I can log in and drive through town and hopefully get some orders. So anyways, I knew exactly where the hotel was. I walk in with the stuff. Hostess didn't give me a hard time or anything like that. You see, I'm obviously delivering the food. Sometimes hotels can be a little weird, with delivery drivers. I've had all sorts of experiences, with different hotels and whatnot. Yeah. So, each hotel is different. Some just don't give an F, and some, by the second you pull up, they're running up on you. You got like 3 valet guys trying to park your car. You got like a security or something with the earpiece. It varies. So, anyways, I picked the order up and I knew where it was going. I'm like, cool, it's going to the Holiday Inn that it's a little rest area that I go to, and perfect, And so I picked the order up, and it said I had logged in at 8:30, and I'd already done these 2 McDonald's orders, so it was maybe about 9:05-ish, 9:10-ish when I picked the order up. And then once I pick it up, it comes up on my screen and says that it's delivered by 8:37. It's like, man, so either one or two things happened. Either there wasn't enough dashers on the road, so the order just never got accepted. That could be something, I'm guessing. The order just never got accepted, or the Denny's was taking a while to make that order, and so it just kept getting unassigned when it was, while it was being prepared, or it just kept getting declined, which I don't know if that's the case. And if the other case would be it just kept getting declined and declined and declined and declined, which, if that's the case, whoever declined that order, y'all missed out, because it was an $11 offer. I went to go drop it off. Boom. It was a $16 order altogether. 2 miles. 2 miles. I was 2 minutes away from I was 2 minutes away from the Denny's. So I didn't even drive a mile to the Denny's. And then I drove about a little over 2 miles to the hotel on the freeway. $16. So if that order was declined over and over and over, I feel bad for the customer for having to wait that long, because they tip decently, and I don't know why it was so behind. But anyways, I picked that order up. I think I got one more. Did I get one more McDonald's after that? Yeah, I did get one more McDonald's after that. And this was the one that I thought was originally the McDonald's I was going to go to, because I was across the street from it. But no, this is the McDonald's on the northern end of town. And I got this McDonald's order, went and picked it up, and they're really good there. This McDonald's, Northern Ukiah, the Northern Ukiah McDonald's, shout out to you guys. They're great. All of my experiences with them have been great. This was maybe, I think it was maybe like a $5-6 offer, because that Denny's order bumped me up from like the $10 I was at. That bumped me up to like $17 or to $27. So I think the McDonald's order was like $5, so I dropped it off, and that brought me up to $32 for the day. At that point, it was a little over 9:30, so I had to make my way over to my doctor's appointment. Luckily, they were able to get me in there early. Boom, pow, pow. I was out a little bit after 10, so I decided to go ahead and log back in, see what happens. I thought it's too good to be true sometimes, right? I'm like, man, just let me log in. Let me see what I can get. Oh, man, I'm right next to the Safeway. So I log in. I'm right next to Safeway. Order comes in. Shop and deliver. Less than 2 miles. $10. 4 items. Oh, my God. 4 items. Amazing. Too good to be true. First off, onions weren't hard to find, actually. I was able to find the onions. What else did they want on that? They want the onions. Oh yeah, the onions and the baby kale, the baby spinach, that was easy to find. They wanted 6 ounces of blueberries. So I go and I see these things, the Driscoll blueberries. Well, all they got is 18 ounces. So all right, I hit item unavailable. Well, they wanted the item substituted. Well, I'm like, let me see if I can, let me just add I don't want to waste time texting these people or trying to call them. So let me see if I can do the 16 ounce. Let me see if I can swap out the 18 ounces of blueberries. I go to read the tag, thing comes up and goes, we can't read this, refund the item. Okay. So I'm walking out of the produce section, and then I see, it was a Monday, so maybe they just got their shipment in. So I see a cart right there of raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. I'm sorry, it wasn't blueberries they wanted, it was blackberries they wanted. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all these sorts of berries on this cart. I go, you know what? I don't see any. And I look, all right, I don't see any worker around the cart. So like, and I'm buying. I'm gonna buy it. I want to buy it. I ain't trying to steal I'm not trying to steal a case of blackberries. So I look around. I don't see anybody. Kind of look. I see a little thing of blackberries. Ooh, turn it over. 6 ounces. Boom. Go to the thing. Mark that I got that item. All right, cool. Last thing they wanted was an organics. Organics milk. Organics coconut milk. I'm sorry. So I'm looking around, and I knew that was going to be the biggest item, and I didn't want to be walking around the store with the jug of milk trying to, juggle my phone and all that other and everything else. So I'm like, all right. I looked for the milk first, but I wasn't looking hard enough. Before I went and grabbed all the other items. I'm looking, I go, okay, organic this. No, a lot of almond milk, and I look up at the top, and I see a coconut milk. I go, oh, that must be it. Okay, cool. Let me go get the other items, and then I'll come back for it. So I grab the blueberries, I grab the onions, I grab this baby spinach, and then as I'm walking back over to the milk, I had marked that I have this item. I get back there, I grab it, I look at it. Not only is the ounces not correct, it's not the right brand. Fudge. And now it's already prompting me to go to pay. So I'm like, I can't eat it. So I call support. I'm like, it's a weird. I don't think they have this situation on their thing. I don't know. I knew this was going to be a gamble calling support, but I had 2 options. I had an option to call support. I had 3 options. I had the option to call support. I had the option to cancel the order outright, and I've spent 15-20 minutes in the Safeway. And then I had the option to try to buy this other organic milk, which was the larger amount and ounce-wise, and a different brand, and possibly risk a deactivation because I'm buying a product that's not, using the red card to buy a product that may not be approved for me to buy that product. Or the red card might be declined, and then I just got to outright unassign the order anyways. So I call support. My best option is going to call support. So call them, tell them what's going on. I go, hey, can you guys try to refresh the thing so I can go back to the main screen where I'm still shopping, and I can either swap out the milk, or I can or refund it, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't, she tried once, and she goes, go ahead and check. I go, nope, it's still wanting me to, giving me the 555 number and telling me to go to the checkout, you know. She's like, okay, let me go ahead and try again. And just eventually it just works out. She goes, okay, well, just so you don't have to worry about this order and spend any more time worrying about, you know, because I already told her, hey, you know, I do want to kind of figure something. I just don't want to outright cancel because, you know, I've been in here for 15, 20 minutes and I'm ready to check out. And she goes, okay, I understand. You know, she was cool. And I had no issue, you know, no issues with them on the line. I just knew they couldn't really help me. And eventually you know, she's just going to refund the customer because she has the power to do that. It's just like, you know. If we could just refresh the app and I can call the customer, I could see if they had a substitution listed for that milk, if they wanted a different brand, if they wanted an almond milk or something like that. I know, like, there should be a way for us to fix this so the customer just gets their whole order instead of just flat out, no, they just don't get their milk. I don't know. There's part of me that doesn't really like that. There's part of me that feels guilty about that. There's part of me that feels bad about that. But at the same time, it is what it is, and you can't dwell on it. You just gotta do what you can and do what you gotta do and move on to the next delivery. So like I said, too good to be true. I thought it was gonna be a really easy Safeway thing, but nope. And then after that was my last delivery of the day. It was a place called Stars Restaurant that I've been to a few times. Couple times I've been in there, I've just, you know, I walk up to the counter and I didn't tell them, they just see me. I mean, I have a DoorDash hat, but as you guys see, sometimes I wear it forward, sometimes I wear it backwards, and it's the black hat with the white, you know, with the white logo, so it's not a big bright red DoorDash, you know, like a big, you know, what is those, they used to call them, those the old people that would wear the helmets in the clubs. They go to the clubs on a Wednesday night and wear the helmets, or not the helmet but the hats, you know. Comment down below if you know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm blanking. So, you know, yeah, so yeah, if you can notice it right away, notice, you know, that I'm DoorDash, but it's not as noticeable as the red merch, which, you know, I'm not a gangbanger, so I'm not trying to, you know, be all decked out in red while I'm running around various markets in Northern California. That was a joke. I do have the red mask. But I digress. I go and pick up at Stars Restaurants, and normally I walk up to the counter like, oh, you here for DoorDash? I go, it's not ready yet. And then they're cool. Oh, it's just not ready yet. So I like to show them I'm cool. I'm not a dickhead dasher. Ooh, am I supposed to say that? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I might get in trouble. I don't know. But I'm not a jerk dasher, and so I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. And I go and sit down in a little chair. They got like a table right there. And I just screw around on my phone. 3 minutes or so, the order comes out. Today, and also too, because I was a little flustered. I was a little flustered from the whole Safeway debacle. So, and I was only about 2 minutes away from the restaurant when I pulled in. So I pull in, I stop my car, and I go, before I sanitize my hands and put my mask and gloves on and all that stuff, I'm gonna hop out and have a cigarette, or half a cigarette real quick, you know. Let me just take like 5 puffs to just reset, and, you know, that Safeway thing, you know, I wasn't peed off or anything, but I was, you know, I was like, you know, I wasn't happy about it, you know. And if I didn't take 3 minutes just to get a little bit of nicotine in my system to kind of cool down and real quick, you know, I might not handle the next situation as well. But anyway, so, you know, I walk into the restaurant, you know, after I had finished a few puffs on a cigarette, I sanitized my hands, put on a mask and gloves. I ain't just, you know, I ain't dirty, all right? And walk in, and the order was already ready. That's the first time I've been there, and the several times I've been there where the order was on that little table where I was sitting next to. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So maybe next time I won't even pester them when I go in there. Just, you know, I'll just sit in that little chair and wait. But anyways, I didn't think I was going to get a 30-minute video out of 6 deliveries, recapping 6 deliveries, but that's what happens when you ramble. I guess. But anyways, I'm going to be back out at tomorrow with a full 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-hour day, whatever it brings us. I don't know. I'll be back out with it tomorrow. I'm going to be working the 101 corridor, which means Ukiah, Santa Rosa. I'm sorry, I'm good. Yes, Ukiah, Cloverdale, Healdsburg, Windsor, Santa Rosa. But Healdsburg, Windsor, and Santa Rosa are all technically Santa Rosa according to DoorDash. Um, so yeah, I'll give you guys a few videos about my Tuesday. But until then, enjoy the rest of your nights wherever you are in this world. If you're out dashing, be safe and be profitable. Anyways, this has been Top Dash and Tommy, and I will see you guys on the dark side of the moon, which means tomorrow, or like on the flip side, or woo, copyrighted. I hope I don't get copyrighted by Pink Floyd for that one. Good night, everybody.